Well, in retrospect, I wish I'd noted this area earlier, but the fact is, I started digging up a quarter, a couple of dimes, another quarter, and there may still be signals down here, so it may be one of my biggest clad spills ever, but it's taken me so long. I'm using the big Coiltek coil. Now, I might have gotten them all now. I'm using the big Coiltek coil, so it's not exactly easy to pinpoint when you have a lot of signals right next to each other. Alright. Well, I hate to show you the post of it, but I can show you, what have I got in here? I had almost no coins before I started, a quarter and maybe a penny or a dime. So that's how much I've gotten out of this area. And let's see what's in the other pocket. And I think there's at least one other quarter in the pocket here. Unfortunately, I got my other change in this pocket, so. But the dirty coins come out pretty fast. There's another quarter. And another dime, all from the same area. So, not a bad taken number at least. Move on to the next. Alright guys, I'm in another area right here where I just dug up these 2 quarters under another tree adjacent to the tree where I found the larger coin spill. So, pretty good coin spill day. Let me take this thing and see if there's anything else here. Nope, that was it. Just 2 stacked, almost, well, stacked quarters, really. Well, not a bad clad day at least. Hey everybody, this is Texas Tiger Digs, and you know, I rarely do one-day hunts anymore. I usually hook a series of hunts together that total preferably 6 to 8 hours, but lately with the weather and the weird stuff, more like 4 to 6 hours. But I guess this one was worth doing on 2 counts. I wanted to actually show this because it was a very good clad return, if there is such thing as a good clad return, for a very, very short hunt. And also a double duty was, I wanted to test and see if I can make a palatable video with this camera. So I will not be removing everything and throwing them away and sticking them in my clad pile until I take a look at this and make sure that I actually got good video. In any case, assuming this is good video, I attached a couple, I believe a couple of 3, maybe 2 scenes. I hit very good clad coin spills, unfortunately all clad, around a couple of trees, and it brings to mind 2 things. I've always told you I had trouble going into new parks. This is an old park, relatively, not relative to some of the ones I've been doing for 5-6 months. One I've been doing well over a year, that I pretty much don't do it much, if any, anymore, other than maybe a glance at the top lot on those rare occasions when there are no kids there. I went out to this park, and then I actually saw people laying against these trees. Not a bunch of people, just a few guys, but I figure that the way those trees were positioned, in fact I saw those guys there, might mean that there is coins or something to be found under there. And I'll go again and see if I can find something more than coins. So I went to those trees, and around one of those trees I found like 3-4 quarters, and then around the other tree another 2 or 3 quarters. So it was a very, very good clad spill, not because of its value, but because it's an example of getting experience and getting real life scouting on a park, even a park I had hit before. I hit that park basically raw because it's off the site and there's not much you can see from the road, so it's not like I'd passed there 8 or 9 or 10 times and seen the way people sit around there. So that's made that part especially difficult. So I did hit a little minor trove of clad in those two spills, and that's interesting. So basically, I went out with the WOT coil. I took the big coil out, the one on the Safari, and gave it a run. And you have not had fun till you tried to separate a coin spill from a 20 inch coil span. I was able to do it, so it just shows how good that coil is, but it was not that simple. Anyway, just wanted to cover that bit, and this was a nice little return for one day. And I'm finishing this day not only for the camera test, and I'm also finishing this day because I just want to get a fresh start on this week and start a whole new fresh cycle. That's $1.75 in quarters, which is pretty good on about an hour and a half, or hour and a half, I think. Hour and a half, hour and 50 minutes, I don't know. Somewhere in there, hunt. It was not 2 hours, I don't think. And, you know, and a few dimes, and once again, I always say that the Safari is a dime magnet, because it picks up small signals so well when swung at the correct speed, which took me a while to acquire. In any case, I wanted to show you just this little bit here. Get rid of this crusty zinc. I don't think that one's crusty, but this one is. Yep. So, you know, it's not bad. $2 for about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half hunt. And, you know, I get now I can start the week off. I've hit a new park, so I've gone out and got a big dime and 2 pennies, which probably means it's going to be a great park for me once I get the field down. And there's another half to this park I've been looking on. I don't know how active it is over there, but there are walkways and things, and I'll be taking a look at that. So I am now expanding the repertoire of parks and areas that I have not previously detected, and so I'll be having at it over the next few days. So that's all I've got to say. I just want to give you this quick rundown and give this camera a quick test. It's Texas Tiger Diggs, and I will see you again soon.